Okay, on to episode 536 of the Bellew of the Week. Matty's here, Rob's here, Andy's here, and me, Steve. Andy's just thrown in a late one. We'll try and get that one as best. I think I've got a couple from here, Andy, so I might have that one already. I'm not sure.
You've not got this one.
Okay, fair enough. I'll check it out in a minute. Anyway, as I mentioned earlier, on MVP Productions, that's Jake Paul's crowd. They were running a show on Friday evening on DAZN. We had Paulie Malignaggi, we had Wade Plemons, the UFC-induced presenter, and Dan Canobio. And the sound engineer left the mics on in between. And Wade Plemons was really enthusiastic about one of them, the chief support. He was so enthusiastic that he actually forgot the names of one of the participants. Let's have a listen.
We have a stacked main card here, but I want to talk about two fights specifically. Let's talk about our co-main event, a welterweight WBA's Continental America's title between Damian Liska and run it again, guys. Sorry. It's all right. Sorry about
Happens.
That's like when Maddie comes to me eventually, I'm after forgetting the fucking point that I was about to make.
Gentlemen, we have a stacked main card.
Oh, it's played again. Oh, sorry, Wade. Don't want to go through that again. Anyway, so the mic kept on flitting in and out, and after a while, they asked Paulie Malignaggi if he was going to LA. I'm not really sure what for. It sounds like some kind of event or something. Are you going to LA, Paulie? And this is the response that he gave. A bit cryptic. Maybe one of you boys can work out, but he's not going to LA anyway.
I don't want to risk the Sky job. That's the problem.
Don't fuck up the money. No.
There you are. I don't want to risk the Sky job. Don't fuck up the money, says Wade. Then what's going on there, Andy?
Where's your boss?
Where's your balls, boy? Where's your balls? Oh my!
That was MVP.
Tell you what, right?
To fight Conor McGregor, I suppose, at some point. You know,
he was the best pundit ever, and he fucked the bag up because he couldn't shut the fuck up and stop talking politics. We don't want to hear about politics from Paulie Malignaggi, regardless of what fucking side of the street you're on. I don't think you should be taking your fucking political cue from Malignaggi. Like, why can't he just shut the fuck up? He was brilliant on comms, and now he's fucking living in obscurity on Paulie TV. What do you know? What do you know? What do you know? What do I know? Hey, with your balls, kinda.
Yeah, his like boxing IQ is the only thing about him that isn't like totally fucking Jersey Shore, and
Dude,
he just fucking pisses it away.
I worry about him. I think he has CTE because fucking PD cards. I said this before on the I used to listen to Paulie's podcast. He had a podcast every week, and I thought it was going to be about like him covering the fights, and it was about like his political fucking ideas and different stories. But one of the stories was, listen, guys, come on. If Margot Robbie is waiting in a room for you with your lingerie, you would fuck PD cards to get to her. Come on, guys, come on. That's not gay. You would do PD. She's all in her lingerie in the room waiting for you. Like, Paulie, come on. You would do it, guys. Come on. I was like, what the fuck am I listening to? Get the fuck off this fucking channel now. What is he talking about?
Sounds like he's trying to come to terms with the devil's threesome he had in his past.
He's thought that one through anyway. Like, who's presenting that scenario, by the way? Is if Margot Robbie's talking to her agent, like, get Paulie Malignaggi on the phone, but only if you fuck with your guys first.
Well, he doesn't want to risk the Sky job anyway, so shout out to Paulie. But like you said, Andy hasn't been on Sky for years. If that was 3 years ago, that was last Friday.
I was going to ask, actually, when was your last on Sky?
I don't know. Will you not be back on again? I don't think after that. Or his mate, Wade. Fuck, guys. That's
he's got the pro box gig, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he's on the pro. I don't know how much he's getting paid, but he's enjoying life.
I don't know that there's that. I think that they might be owners in that. I don't know how that whole thing works.
Yeah, it's dodgy as hell, that, isn't it?
Stop talking about my side piece. You guys don't get laid.
See that? That is one of the most epic meltdowns ever in boxing. When AB got in his head so awful, I'm telling you.
He's an Al Heyman judge. It's pretty clear. It's pretty clear, you guys. Boxing is disgusting. Next week, fucking Paulie Malignaggi signs with who? Al Heyman.
Brother roasted him so bad, man. See, pre-fight, done him a kipper. See, after the fight, man, he had him like almost crying, and he had him fucking dancing post fight as well.
You know,
Bruno just fucking
I
destroyed
took
him.
Paulie's belt and I took his girl. Oh, stop talking about my side piece.
My side piece. Don't brag about my side piece.
Paulie gave him a right good run for his money as well, didn't he? But the fact he didn't get the decision.
I thought that was a terrible performance, but the right was on the wall for Broder at 147
Yeah.
after that performance, because if Paulie had any hands at all, like, he would have fucking got the decision.
That's right. Yeah.
He was hitting him with everything, but just wasn't budging him. Like, there's your side piece. Get your balls
See
on.
Mark Stanton's post there.
What's
I'm
that?
trying to remember that, actually. See Mark Stanton's post in the chat. I'm trying to remember that instant.
What's he say?
Paulie spat on a matchroom punter. So Frank Smith.
He's always spitting. He spit on.
Oh, he loves to
McGregor's truck
spit.
and
He
all.
spat at that Lobov, didn't he? Yeah, that's right.
And he spat at McGregor's truck on the street.
Yeah.
He's kind of spitting at everything.
He loves to spit.
What a guy.
Paulie. Yeah.
Go get your fucking shine box.
He was in with Boxer, wasn't he, Rob? Do you remember Ben Shalom? He used to turn up on their shit shows.
That was a great move. For fuck's sake. He fucked it up for me, didn't he, Ben Shalom? We were championing him so fucking hard just to wind Eddie up, and he fucking went, what's he at, man? Give me that fucking job instead of him. For fuck's sake.
Back to running the sweet shop. Anyway, here's Eddie's pitch, Matty, for the future AJ fights, in case you didn't want to watch them and pay for them on DAZN. Hearn on Joshua's performance against Alanius. This is just the AJ you're going to see now. No chances, Matty.
Selling that bag heavy, Eddie.
Get you out to sync highlights on that, Matt.
He's left me at a loss for words, Steve.
For one. Matty wants people to come over for Bam Rodriguez against Sonny Edwards, but Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez is appearing to be the troll here. He says, easy win for Bam. God bless. Sonny Edwards said, when I beat him, you're next. You must have forgot how I made your friend Alvarado look. And Chocolatito Andy says, I love your energy, but you're not in Bam's level. I will save this post and resend it to you on the 17th. God bless.
Roman being clear there about his intentions. He's bookmarking that one, baby.
Rodriguez opened up at only a slight favorite too, so interesting enough if you want to get on that long term.
Yeah.
This for all the marbles. What I mean. Sorry, go ahead.
What was the odds, Matty?
I think Bam's paying like 2 to 3, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so Edwards is just paying a little bit better than even money. I think he was probably about 2 to.
Edwards will cause him problems. Edwards will easily cause him problems.
Story of 2 fights, not Bellew the weak material.
It is actually, Maddie, because you're forgetting, if fucking Sonny Edwards gets the win, he's got the promised land waiting for him. The GOAT has agreed to go on a date with Sonny Edwards if he can get the victory over Bam Rodriguez. So she's making it about her again. She is the motivation for fucking Sonny Edwards' win.
She's coming for the brand new money.
And listen, this is the fucking
death by a broken pelvis.
This is the 90 Day Fiance fucking documentary I wanted to see. The romance between Sonny Edwards and the GOAT. Let's have it. Like, we need a celebrity boxing couple. Like, we've had enough of them in music and football. We need a few fucking celebrity couples in boxing. So the GOAT and Sonny Edwards is a fucking has a lot of great potential for Bellew of the Week content in the future years to come. Like,
well, I'm gonna say if he's gonna pleasure her, he's lucky that he has good hands.
Oh, there you are. The GOAT was tweeting. The GOAT was tweeting out earlier. I didn't manage to catch it. What did she say?
She said, I'd be leaving my emotions alone, y'all. It feels good as fuck. I'd just be chilled as hell. Something like that. Something, I'm paraphrasing it, was something like that.
Here we are. She tweeted out, I ain't gone lie. I just want to wake up married to a wonderful, loving man and pushing a baby out. Is that too much to ask for? And a little emoji of a pregnant woman. So there you go. Pregnant person.
Selling the dream there.
Bigger than a baby.
Oh, shout out to the GOAT. We love a bit of GOAT. They're talking of pushing out. There's Paris Fury. Paris shows us how she makes it work. Lots of if you have asked what will be in, how does she do it? And they are, how does she do it? Andy, getting on that one. The new Paris Fury book. Tyson, The Kids and Me.
My missus gonna buy that straight away. You know, she's 100% buy. 100%. She loves Paris Fury. Like, watching the Furies documentary. She has the last book and all. Okay. I'll just buy the book for fuck's sake.
I was just waiting for the snippets to appear on Twitter, mate. Yeah, best of luck. I don't know.
It's mad how women are into that. Like, there's just people who are just famous for fucking. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Aye.
no shots of Paris Fury, like, but she's Tyson Fury's missus. Like, I don't really necessarily read her fucking second book. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking hanging
I
out,
wish.
hanging on the edge of my seat for this installment. Like,
Well, Rob, the Body Puncher and 10,917 others seem to be willing to
Body
read.
Puncher's Andy Lee, actually. That's fucking.
Oh, is
that's
that
his
right?
account. Yeah. Fucking. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. My missus was like thrilled when she reposted us fucking dressed up at the fucking Halloween party as Fury and the missus, like, and she was like, Paris Fury fucking share this. I was like, so fucking what? Like, who cares? And she's like, fucking. Anyway,
See, Boris, I wish I had the talent to do it, but see when Bill Burr absolutely roasted Michelle Obama for bringing out a book, right? That's what I kind of like feel deep down about this, right? So
You haven't got the energy at 10 o'clock, though, mate.
Michelle Obama was married to a fucking president.
like no, but the thing is,
Michelle
though,
She's married to a depressed gypsy with a drug problem.
who cares? She wasn't elected. Don't want to hear from her.
Michelle Patel, man, get in. Anyway, let's go on. Canelo Alvarez, we love being involved in these kind of fights, brackets, big fights. Al Heyman, thank you for this. Showtime, everybody involved. I think right now the best promoters are Canelo Promotions and PBC.
Eddie's kicked out that.
Love affairs over.
That
Brutal
picture's been
Mente.
flung out the mantelpiece.
Brutal
Definitely.
Mente. Eddie had to admit that, didn't he? He's on a clip saying, like, by far PBC are the best promoters in America, but we want to be number one. Like, motherfucker. Canelo was like, fuck you, Eddie. See you later. Hasta mañana, asshole. Put your white suit back in the fucking wardrobe. Eddie cancelling the mariachi band. Oh, like, sorry, lads, we're going to just put it.
They pulled out on a retainer.
He was sending back the Versace pajamas as well too.
Yeah, oh dear. Conor Benn is in the news again. He's in trouble, but not according to Stephen Stanley at Stanley93_. Absolutely gutted for you, bro. You fought this with everything you have, but you're a fighter and no doubt will continue to fight your corner. Well, not in the ring, but you have the support of all of us in the Ben FT Discord and many more supporters in general. They are the Ben FT Discord. We'll get behind Con. Oh dear. You're not on the Ben FT, Andy, no?
No.
You don't hear about NFTs these days, do you? Unless I'm
No, that's what I'm saying. I did see this getting brought up there.
It's almost as if fucking magic beans have no value these days.
They've chopped down that stalk. Oh dear. Yeah, I can't remember who nominated this one, but I kind of feel sorry for Dennis McCann. He says Dennis is up for the fight on Friday night anyway.
Looks like it.
Oh dear, against Bellew. Shout out to Den there. Eddie.
Proof of why you should wear small underwear, gentlemen.
Pair of shorts. Eddie was at a boxing club, I think, Acock's Green Boxing, giving a motivational speech. I should have cut that speech that he did in Boston that time. Kerry Hazeltine said, Eddie just has the natural ability to really inspire people. I'd love to see him touring the secondary schools. He would have such a positive impact on the teenagers of today.
The banner. Holy shit.
In chemistry lessons.
Can you imagine it? Oh, fucking hell, man.
Those poor teenagers.
Oh, my Christ. How to bully 16-year-old lassies.
They're trying to stop knife crime, not fucking increase it. Jesus.
How to be relentless when your dad hands you your business over and that. You know?
Someone had to buy all that leftover pizza.
Poor Eddie. Anyway, Jessica McCaskill is going in this week, as we mentioned earlier, and then she made an official statement. She said, the statements I made about Matchroom Eddie Hearn on The Boxing Voice, 16th of August 2023, were 100% untrue. I apologise for my statements that were made. I am sorry and apologise for the mistake. Jessica McCaskill.
Oh, she was fucking brilliant. Did anyone see the videos? Like,
I didn't see it.
In the video clip, she's like, so anyway, Alicia's about to sign a deal with Jake Paul, and then she's popped hot, whatever. You know, she's about to leave Matchroom, and then all of a sudden she pops hot, whatever. I was with her when she requested a VADA test, but, you know, draw from... You do the math on that, and then when she gave her apology video, she was like, well, I've got a fight coming up and all, and I shouldn't be saying that, but she kept looking away from the camera and all. She was like, so I'm sorry, I guess, for what I said, I suppose. It was like the fucking total fucking passive-aggressive non-apology. You could get off your missus. But she apologized to her fiance, but not really Matchroom. Like, but then she's like, she had a fight coming up with Matchroom as well, doesn't she? Against fucking Sandy Ryan, who's fucking what's her name, who's now in the mix, like, and she's like fucking wanting to kick her ass and all, isn't she? Fuck off, like nobody gives a fuck. But I believe Jessica McCaskill. She's a very believable looking character.
Won't be getting a decision now.
Maybe
Get the decision off me.
possibly.
Unanimous decision verdict there from Rob on the McCaskill. Somebody said, I can't see who it was at the top there, somebody 6Z. Can't wait to watch Galal fight this weekend. Such a talent. Another Matchroom champion in the making. And Frank 5 Sugar Smith said, 30-year-old prospect, literally fighting Tommy Frank, who's a full-time bin man for Sheffield Council. Get that on the promo poster.
That's a future trash talk for a future fucking Galal opponent, isn't it? Like, literally bin men, like.
Following in the steps of other great fighting bin men, like world title challenger Rendell Monroe.
Yeah.
There's other people who have tossed refuse for a living and made a fine living in boxing as well.
Yeah, fire literally.
City job if you're in New York. A lot of benefits.
Mm-hmm. Get in there.
Yeah. Uppity, pretentious, posh fucks.
Shout out to all our New York listeners. Tony Bellew was going in on Twitter. He says, I never once said he has the same punching power as Wilder. I said he's technically light years ahead of him and he is a better natural boxer, better combination puncher, but make no mistake, while AJ is still a puncher and can bang, as we know, he's not Wilder. No one in the heavyweight division is. So there he is, Andy. I never once said he has the same punching power as
unequivocal.
Wilder. Said Tony. He's unequivocally denied that until the evidence came out. Let's see it now.
He has the same power capabilities as Deontay Wilder.
Well, blow me over with a feather. I'm fucking surprised that he's contradicted himself there. You, well, no fault for that.
He must have CT, like he said, in that man, because he can't obviously remember saying it or whatever.
He's got no shame. That's what it is.
Need memory.
Aye. He's in a haze. You know, people who lick frogs in the Amazon. He's licking something. I don't know what.
Feeling.
Send him mad. Send him mad. Maybe we'll move on from that one. Yeah, exactly.
Like Mike Tyson. Smoked a toad.
Top Rank was shitting on him, shithousing him. Did you see?
That
never forget when you flattened Tony Bellew. It was the never forget night too, wasn't it?
It was bang on cue as well.
Which brings me on to something. So, right, I always have it in my head that, like, we had the Bellew of the fucking century, that particular episode, because that was the night that Bean referenced the bomber tattoo on the back of Bellew's back and says, this is in no way connected to the terror attacks of Manchester. In this very arena, we'll never forget. Ding, ding, round one, right? So I went back and I was like, listening to episode 299, and the fucking episode wouldn't load up for me, right? I was like, this fucking thing won't load up. I was trying to get to the Bellew of the week, right? And then when it did load up, it had a timestamp on it that said, at the exact time that we were talking about Bomber, it said Interpol on it. Right? So I screenshotted it, sent it into the chat, and then reloaded the fucking thing, and it had disappeared. So just because I'm paranoid doesn't mean they're not trying to kill me. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But yeah, we're being watched.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, someone referenced it there as well. Andy, do you remember Bellew was badly concussed afterwards, wasn't he? And they just let him ramble on. He kept kissing Usyk's head and just talking shit.
Alexander.
We'll never forget.
We'll never forget. But Ozzy that night was fucking. Who's sitting at home thinking that bastard Tony Bellew's got Bomber written on his back?
I'll have to cut that one back out rather than put it up as a standalone, as a short or something, man.
Oh, it's fucking brilliant. Unbelievable. Scenes, like absolute scenes.
That was epic, actually.
Usyk did the same to AJ, says Chris Mason. He rewires people. Who knows what Dubois is going to be coming off with?
Dubois going to do? Watch out inside. Fuck's sake.
He's going to be like Spencer Fearon at the end of the fight.
Imagine Dubois just goes fucking laser at 2 boys in the corner afterwards, like bang, bang. In the middle of fucking Poland.
He hits you so hard, he makes you leak cervical fluid.
We've all been there, mates.
Usyk rewiring heavyweights since 2019. Oh dear. Chris Burns in the chat says, don't forget my nomination. I've forgotten it already. To be honest, I've been rewired. Chris, you may remind me about that one. Andy, there you go. Is that the one you sent me? Yeah, I did have that one. Metal Hellbeard is responsible for this on Twitter, and the next one I'm going to show you in a minute. So this is a revamping of the famous meeting.
Look at the table next to Frank Smith.
All the eggs. We've got Tony there. Evan Fields at the top. Fuck's sake. Oh, I should have turned to Metal Hellbeard for that one. And also, he got stuck in on the IFL. The IFL live poster as well. Did you see that one, Matty, before?
Oh my God.
Look at Raul Moto. Fucking hell.
Kind of head at the bottom
there. I appreciate everyone who takes the time to do such amazing work. Incredible.
Right, that was the one that Smiddle then responded to, and the fucking Coogan's like, Smiddle's ass.
Look at that lineup. Oh my God.
Oh, Kelly.
Oh, Fred Winston, Damian Kinahan. Oh, fuck me.
Ron Jeremy.
Kelly Maloney's looking well. The Crankies, John McCrick.
Chairman Mo.
You read Red Book.
Jay Goody. Jay Cod. You buying my ticket, Andy? I am not buying your ticket.
Fucking Sooty, man.
Who put Sonny in at the bastard?
Jade's in the middle, Chris Mason. Look next to Bear, whoever that is, and Gary Boozy. I don't know who he is either.
What? You would
take a handicap match with R. Kelly and Joe Exotic against Gerald Miller.
Oh, Epstein.
Cougs and Eddie in the corners.
I just seen R. Kelly for the first time. Wasn't me.
Your mind will be telling you no if you're at that show.
Mark Stanton says like a porky billboard.
Hold on.
You come ask some real boxing questions here, by the way.
Andy, did you reference the song "It Wasn't Me" because of R. Kelly?
Yeah.
That's funny in itself too. Good job. That was Shaggy. That was Shaggy that did "It Wasn't Me."
And that was based on the Eddie Murphy joke out of Raw, wasn't it? Your wife catches you cheating, and you just have to say it wasn't me.
Yeah.
I look right in your face. Was me.
Chris Burns. Yeah, sorry, Chris. I haven't been on Twitter for about 6 months, dude. I'll try and catch that one next week just for you. I'll log in. Michael Benson, lesser spotted, tweeted out, "Who is your favourite fighter in boxing today?" Isaac Warrior jumped in. You fucking fool. Little play prick.
What trigger him off?
I mean, I get the sentiment, but the timing is off.
You can't argue with that, Rob, to be fair.
It's an innocent question.
Well, it was at 4:14 in the afternoon, so it wasn't ambient.
Straight in, no messing. That's what you love to see, Andy.
Fuck guy.
I don't know what's up with old Isak there, but there you go.
They foreplay, man, right to the fucking point.
Right, that's all the ones that I've got. What about you, Matty?
I don't think I have anything this week, unfortunately, Steve.
Oh, nothing for Matty then. What about you, Andy?
Not much, mate. Obviously, the ones that I had picked have already been nominated, man. But remember a couple of weeks back I mentioned about the baseball players that had that fucking showdown.
Oh, yes.
In the middle of the field. Anyway,
yes.
the guy that got knocked out actually got the longer ban. Fucking poor bastard.
What?
He got the longer ban. I think he got 6 games, and your man that knocked him out only got 3 games. So it fucking pays.
That's like when you lose a fight and you get popped for steroids after.
Can you imagine that happening like in a football field in the UK or something like that? You'd be fucking prison sentencing handed in 3 months, easy. Easy, I'm telling you. They're trying to make an example of him. Yeah,
sure, Duncan Ferguson butted your man, didn't he? Went to prison.
They don't tolerate that on the field. Only in the stands. In the stands, it's perfectly fine.
Aye, then obviously that guy, as we mentioned at the 49ers game last night, getting iced off big bullet head.
Oh,
awesome.
yes.
So nothing else for me, mate. I don't think.
Nothing else.
I'll hear a quick look though. So we'll go to Rob, see if he's got anything.
Yep, no problem. Nothing from us. Anything from you, Rob?
No, really. Alicia Baumgartner's handling of her doping allegations has been quite funny. She posted the Twitter clip of that girl that got arrested in America. It was like, "I'm legally blind, yo." Like minutes after her fucking statement, which I thought was fucking ballsy enough. And I might be a bit behind that if she is being ballsy. So yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Like, and then Eddie, like, as well, with his fucking like dead straight face, telling everybody that this fucking fight from Joshua is going to be fast tracked now, and we're working behind the scenes to get it done. And now we find out it's not happening. Quell surprised I am. Has yet to make a big fight in 2023 Matchroom. Like,
it's 2 weeks away, mate. Stop being so fucking negative. It's 2 weeks away.
Sorry, Ed. Sorry, even Ed. Sorry, man. I know you're having a bit of a sticker at the moment. But yeah, and I thought Jessica McCann obviously fuck me, like that was unbelievable. So yeah, them for me.
Lovely stuff. Thank you very much, Rob. So we had the MVP crew then going in, Malinagi and his pals forgetting to turn off the microphone. It wasn't necessarily their fault, but we enjoyed it all the same. More of that stuff, I would say. Hearn on Josh's performance also got a nomination. We had Chocolatito going in on Sonny Edwards. We had Paris Fury releasing another book. We had Canelo talking about Eddie and the promoters. We had Stephen Stanley defending Conor.
Sorry, Steve.
Yes.
Sorry, breaking late one. I have to interrupt you. Not a brilliant one.
Go on.
There was a highlight. There was a Twitter highlight during the week, and it says Floyd Mayweather pays high tribute to prospect Keyshawn Davis. Floyd said Keyshawn is a hell of a fighter, and I thought, I don't know if that's necessarily high praise for Floyd Mayweather. Is literally put together a montage of him saying that about every single fucking fighter on planet Earth that he's been asked about. So I don't necessarily know if that's fucking Floyd praising or not, or just fucking going through his standard phrasing.
I wonder if that exists on YouTube as just a compilation of Floyd saying he's a hell of a fighter from post-fight interviews.
No, it should. If not, someone with more time on it has to be. He should definitely do that.
That's Floyd's new "I've made smart investments," isn't it, Rob? That one.
Yeah, he's a hell of a fighter. I made smart investments. The thing about Floyd Money Mayweather is that's basically his fucking repertoire.
We're gonna talk to Al Heyman.
Yeah. Floyd never changes. Stephen Stanley getting stuck in there. We had Dennis McCann getting up for the scrap on Friday evening. We had Eddie, talking to the youngsters in the boxing club. We had Jessica McCaskill rolling back her statement, a better statement. We had the full-time bin man, Tommy Frank. We had the bomber. I didn't say something that he did say. We got Tony getting flattened by Usyk. We had Metal Hellbeard as well going in on the meeting. And then the IFL Live poster. And Isaac Lowe, something we could all get behind on episode 536, going in on Michael Benson. Who are you going for this week, Andy?
I didn't want to go for Bellew, mate. It'd be too easy to pick on that one. And Dennis McCann's a bit childish. We having to be popular there, so I'll go for Jessica McCaskill. Because that wasn't really kind of like walking back a statement, and Eddie must have been raging that she's just basically, as Rob alluded to the video, so he must be fucking pissed off with that one. Like, so I'm interested to see maybe Sandy Ryan maybe pulls out of this fight with an injury. Eddie maybe pays her on the side, and she's left without a date possibly. We'll wait and see.
Okay, Jessica McCaskill gets the vote for Andy. What about you, Matty?
You know, Steve, because it was the leadoff, I think we forgot how good the DAZN snafu with the mics was. I'm going with that one.
Oh, I forgot about that one, actually.
Yeah, that was a good one, actually. What about you, Rob? What are you going for?
Yeah, it's got to be McCaskill, and basically because she was so flagrant in it, and then her apology video was fucking not an apology at all. Everyone on Twitter was like, I don't think this one's going to cut it. So then she made that other fucking even more passive-aggressive statement, which was just like 2 sentences. I'm sorry for the statements that I said that are untrue. Sorry, everyone. And then the fact that fucking Frank reinforced it in one of his interviews, and he was shoulder rolled his way in and said, well, apparently she was fucking leaving to go to fucking Jake Paul, so draw your own conclusions. Jesus Christ. So yeah, the McCaskill saga for me.
I sometimes something got the heart to call him, but Steve calls him by the way. But Steve's had the legal letter, so I can understand.
Great guy, Frank.
What do you call him, Steve?
Well, who allegedly?
Aye.
I don't know. What do I call him? I'm starting to get a bit worried now.
Try to walk you right into a counter here. Nah, that's all right. There you go. Give me
For the
fucking
purposes of
shooter.
the pod, I call him Mr. Warren and nothing more, nothing less. That's what I can say. Oh dear. For the record, I was going to go for the IFL poster. I thought that was class, to be honest with you. But that means Jessica McCaskill, the McCaskiller, has 2 votes. So she is the Bellew of the Week winner for episode 536.